Hey, little sprite. You have to what?
I had to hit the button, and now you should be live. But why is there no? Yeah.
Okay. So you just had to click the button?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll have to do that.
Okay. Well, that's interesting to see with the new update.
Yeah.
All right. Alrighty, you guys. We're just figuring out what changed during the OBS update. I have my heated blankie today because it is burr cold. Botrix is still in Friday party mode. Botrix, I think, is going to keep being in Friday dance party mode. It's just to let people know to show up to our Friday. I think I'm going to call it the Friday night Zoomies. All right, baby. I don't need these in my ears anymore. But I think we got that figured out for... It was testing for on Friday.
Okay.
How do I put them back? Okay, there we go. Well, thank you for doing that experiment with me, baby. All right, y'all. So, last we hung out and crafted, we were working on making some of these little Polymerclay pendants. And I got the rest of them sculpted, as you can see here. Hey, Erica, how's it going? But we have some, let me go ahead and pull all of them down because I like looking at everything all at once. So I had them hanging just on like the edge of a drawer. So you can see I had the drawers like out just a smidge, you know? I can show you. Boop. I just had them hanging there because we did the antiquing layer, like a little bit of, you know, adding in just a little bit of dark to some of those details. And so I'm just going to get all of them into a pile because I'm going to touch all of them all at once. Oh, it's going pretty good. Thank you. How about you? I'm doing really well today. We are just getting things done. We spent most of the morning prototyping out a new kind of like product line, if that makes sense. Let's see. Has it... I still can't get it even to show up on my phone. Ah, there we are. What up, babe? Hey, over on YouTube, Joe says live now. Thank you, Joe. Shared chat should work now too. We're going to be getting that figured out as we go. Hey, Pamela. She says, hi, Vaughn. I have a question if you don't mind. I don't mind a bit. Hey, Georgia, how's it going? So if we have any problems on YouTube, we are also streaming on Kick and vice versa. So we're going to try really hard to be able to continue doing these dual streams for our Monday live streams. But we have recently just added in a Friday night Zoomies dance party over on Kick. We do it exclusively on Kick. That way we can play music without getting in trouble for copyright. What's up, baby? Okay. But yeah, I'm here for you, Pamela. Hopefully I can be helpful to you. Georgia Homestead says, I don't even know what Kick is. It's like Twitch, but they don't meddle in my business as much, so I'm able to kind of just do whatever I want. It's another streaming platform. And if somebody donates $1, we get 95 cents of it. Whereas like on YouTube, I think we get, well, not that much of it. Is it 60 cents, 55 cents? Like, I don't know. It's ridiculous. Like, YouTube takes a little too big of a cut for not showing our subscribers that we have new videos. So I'm a little sour at YouTube, but that's okay. Pamela says, do you know if the recent tariffs that are being imposed, if it will affect us buying products outside of the US? I don't know. Last time, back in 2016, there were some tariffs implemented. I'm fuzzy on the details because it was a while ago, but we did have to pay more of an import fee we had ordered like a big old order from the Ring Lord. And we didn't know that the Ring Lord gets their rubber rings from China. So we had to pay like a $250 like freaking import fee. But being a small business, there was a loophole around it. So, if I had known about that before I placed the order, because we made it like the biggest order that we possibly could, but if we had kept it below a $1,000 order threshold, we wouldn't have had to pay that tariff at all. So I have no idea. I'm not the person to ask, I'm sorry, about those finer details regarding any of those things. But, back, it was, 2020, Randy and I started making our own cabochons in-house because there were more changes and different things. And it just, as a small business, it just encouraged us to be as self-sufficient and locally produced as possible, just because it really did help cut down on expenses across the board. But we import quite a bit from AliExpress and different stuff. So I'm interested to see how things evolve and change, because it happens. I need a lot of watch hours before YouTube pays me money. I've given up. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you've given up. But I've kind of been right there with you. We took a couple months off because I felt like I was doing YouTube for the wrong reason. Because y'all, I'm not a YouTuber. I make videos to teach and show things that we do, but I didn't start this business to be a YouTuber. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I also don't feel like I'm a streamer. I also stream, but first and foremost, I'm an artist and a teacher, and these are just platforms and avenues for me to do what I feel like is my true calling. So if YouTube's giving me hassle, I'll just go work somewhere else, but I'm gonna keep doing my thing. Gotcha, Pamela. She says, I heard it was, but I'm not sure of the source. No, it's really until something pans out, I don't really pay attention to what they say in the news or what folks say online or anything like that. I just look at my distributors or the manufacturers, and I keep an eye on the price from there. So hey Suzanne, how are you doing today? So we got some, this is Cosclay, which is a rubberized polymer clay that glows in the dark. And this is Cosclay too, but this is their like sculpting medium. Let me see we can zoom out a little. Hey Sabaya, hey Al, how are y'all doing today? Vaughn, I got a hula hoop. Oh, tell me everything, Sabaya. Just FYI, YouTube did send me a notification that you were live. Woo! Thank you for letting us know, Dark Cat. Ooh, Hawk says, have you decided when and where this year's gathering will be? We know it's going to be in Wisconsin. We know we're shooting for like the second to last weekend in September. We're looking around, we're looking for campgrounds that have cabin rentals and RV pads and primitive camping, as well as nearby hotels between like Milwaukee, is it Milwaukee? And Chicago, like so I'm looking at kind of the Kettle Moraine Southern Unit area, because I've backpacked through there before and that was a lot of fun. But so we're still a little up in the air, Hawk. I'm sorry we haven't locked down the details on that. Okay, I am going to politely, as best as I can, ask y'all to not bring up, like, this is a little bit of an escapism area. Let's not debate things or bring up anything. Typically, we stay away from political, religious, anything like that. Let's keep it crafty, you guys. Oh my God. Okay. Ooh. Oh, a rolling mill. That sounds exciting, though. Oh, Sabea, I'm so excited. What kind of hula hoop did you get? I remember my very first hula hoop. I got it from Spiral Hoops, I think, back in like 2008. We had to pick it up at the post office because we lived at an apartment and they wouldn't like bring it to us. What's up, baby? Goal. I don't understand. I don't know. Go for it. Randy's going to be pushing some buttons. Oh, and I was in top messages too. Let's see.
No.
Oh, yeah?
Super chat, more fun with a goal.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to.
We'll spam every 30 minutes until you get out of here.
So, on some of the mushrooms, we built a stem up using the medium firmness Polymerclay to, like, we recap of last week's live stream that was just on Kick, because we hadn't had the OBS update yet. We used the glow in the dark clay to attach directly to the crystal. That way, hopefully, it'll glow a little bit. From the inside, we'll have to get some footage of how they look in like the actual dark after they've been charged up in the sun. But and then we built up the core with this stuff, and then we covered it with more of the glow in the dark polymer clay. And so I'm really excited. We're gonna paint some of the caps of these. Hey, Steffi Joe, how's it going? Ooh, Little Sprite says, Vaughn, I missed what these mushrooms are for. Are they pendants? Yes, they're going to be pendants, and we're gonna put them in our booth. And maybe we might put some up on our website for sale. Randy's over there saying everything's broken and nothing works right. Welcome to the future.
I literally clicked on one button.
Uh-huh.
Now everything's in Spanish, and I'm like,
no. In Espanol. Okay, I'm gonna do one of these. I'm just gonna start painting them for fun. Happy Monday, Saki girl. Oh, Joe, that's a really good idea. Joe says you could buy a Pepe mill, which I'm pretty sure are made in the US. I have their 130 millimeter combo mill, and it works well. Would like a wider flat section, but money. Yeah. Awesome sauce. I got a few of your gnome pendants and I've gotten so many compliments on them. Oh, that delights me to hear that, Little Sprite. Ooh, there's like a skin on it. Y'all, I am still... Hey, Randy. Have a tissue. I hope I didn't get any paint on my shirt. No, okay. Speaking of which, we have some tie-dye up for sale on our website. Don't throw the whole box at me. Thank you. Back to earthcreations.com. We are painting mushrooms today. But yeah, pretty much. Ooh, Randy says testing a thing.
cool.
What'd you test?
I just wanted to see if not all chats.
Gotcha. And it is? Excellent. Gotcha. Okay, ooh, I like this one. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna do a little bit of watercolor, like watery acrylic color. Yeah, and so we did, give me a sec. My brain is like in a million different spots. We did some that have the whole stem with a crystal in it, and then we have some of them where the crystal is the stem, which I'm very excited to have the two different kinds. So I'm going to begin with getting a little bit of water on here. And then this is just acrylic paint. I'm getting some onto a relatively wet brush, and I'm just going to brush across the edge. Let's zoom in just a smidgen more. Oh gosh, okay. Hey Kit says, hello everyone, I can't stay long, appointment at 1:30, but I'm so happy to have caught alive. Took gashing my wrist, a metal serving dish. Oh my gosh. Oh Kit, I hope you're all right. Should have gone in for stitches, but the... Okay. Yep. Rub a little dirt on it, we'll be fine. Okay. But I'm going across the little texturing that we had done on our mushroom. And so it's hopefully letting some of the pigments settle into the sculpting. Okay. I'm going to get just a little bit more over the whole thing. There we are. A little bit more wah-wah. And I'm just going to build up a little bit more of that pigment. So even though I did the mushrooms kind of all in a batch for sculpting them, now that we're painting, I'm thinking about just doing each one a little different. Baby? I would. I'd try. And this is just the base layer. I find the magic happens in the details. So I really like doing multiple layers, which is why I like building, our mushrooms and stuff in batches, because now while the paint dries on this one, I can go and do a little bit of something different on one of the other mushrooms. Oh, should we leave this stem the glowy color, or should I do a little bit of blue on there as well? What do you think, baby? Can I ask why you are using crystals for the stems? Because I think it's cute. Like, look at how cute that is. And it kind of cuts back on the size, because whenever I did larger crystals, like, we've been carrying quite massive mushroom crystal pendants, so I wanted to make some that are smaller, and it's just the delight of trying something new and different. Hey, Kay, how are you doing? No, I have to tell y'all, it makes me so happy when you do ask questions and stuff. So do feel free, so long as it's crafty. Doesn't have to be polymer clay, just keep it crafty. Or gardening. I'll talk about gardening too. And dance. And horses. So hey Slashley, how's it going? I love that screen name. So I've decided just now that I am going to come through and just add a little bit of that blue paint. But y'all, I'm so pleased with how the experiments in making this like head pin into the cap, if you recall from last week, I'm really, really pleased with how that's coming along. Like, or holding together rather. Okay. Did I? What? Slashly Raid. Oh, well, thank you. How was y'all's stream? Oh, yes. Oh my God, I love it. Okay. So yeah, definitely using some of this water to just drag the pigment up to get it nestled into, and I don't want to touch it because my fingers will wick some of the pigment and stuff up off. What do you think, babe? I'm going to be honest, the camera's not doing it justice. It looked way cooler in person. I think you had a great stream. How's everything going here? It's going really well. We're just getting started. It's my first little mushi of the day. We sculpted these in last week's Monday live stream. Hey Hoofy says, oh my God, these are adorable. Thank you. They also glow in the dark. It's hard to demonstrate right now because it's very bright outside, but it's pretty cool. So I love glow in the dark stuff. Okay, and I am going to add just a little bit, because these are fantasy mushrooms. So it doesn't matter how we do it. It doesn't have to be like historically accurate or whatever the equivalent of that is for mushrooms. I don't know, there could have been mushrooms like this, little bioluminescent, crystal budded. Okay, probably not, but still. Can you imagine if fungus eat, well, because lichen, do fungus eat rocks? Ooh, Kit says, do you keep a UV light nearby to check the results while you paint? No, but that's a really good idea. Oh, okay, I'm so glad that you like yours. So I'm just going to try to give it just a tint of color. I'm really glad I left these stems on here because it gives me something to hold on to. I just think next time I'm going to make a larger loop so that... Drive safe, Sabea. Gonna finish up some work. I'll try to jump back in when I'm home. Randy got a little Can I use that? I'll try my best to get. Yo, Randy hooked me up. Oh, that is so cool. I'm not lying. I am going to try to give it back. I just wouldn't bet on the results. Oh my goodness gracious. I love it. Well, thank you so much for the raid, Slashly. That was really cool. A wonderful way to start the day. And I really like that I did completely let the first layer where we antiqued these, because you can see how the paint kind of like settled in there. I did that as a base layer on all of our mushrooms. So, and then I let it completely dry. So now I'm able to kind of layer in little, like I was saying, the magic happens in the details. Oh, I kind of want to hide some paint up under the frill. Oh, and then I'm going to use like a metallic teal on top of this one, I think, because this color, or whatever that color was, I'm going to do that one. Mason McPoopy Pants? What me? Well, apparently, yes, fungi can eat rocks. Ah, also, I love your name, Mr. McPoopy Pants. It's a process called bioweathering, and it's important for releasing nutrients into the soil. I learned something today. Nice. That's amazing. So there might have been, at some point in history, either in the future or in the past, that there are bioluminescent mushrooms that nom on crystals. So I kind of want to just draw like a dummy, thick little mushroom monster that just like eats sand. It's a silica-based life form. Ah, thank you, Randy. Oh, did it make him bounce all over the screen? I love that. Okay. So what are y'all working on today? What's on your workbench? I love this heated blankie, though, I tell you what. Well, this isn't a very good background, is it? Because you can't really see what I'm doing. Maybe I should put... Yeah, that's way better. How's that for you? Michelle! How are you doing today, Michelle? Oh, is he really the mycologist? That's amazing. Does it benefit you more to watch on one platform over the other? On YouTube, YouTube's going to show you a bunch of ads and we're going to get a couple of pennies for that. Or you can go watch us ad free on Kick. And if you super duper love what we do, you can make it rain over there and we get 95 cents of the dollar. So Kick's better to us, honestly. But we respect that a lot of our YouTube, friends don't have a Kick, can't stream Kick to their TV, or it's there's always growing pains. So we figured we'll shoot for both. But the best place for you to watch is where you're having the most fun. So, because really the whole point of this is I just want to hang out with y'all and have fun while we craft on a Monday. Ooh.
Next year it'll be.
Oh, what, did I miss a question? Gotcha. If you're having your gathering in Wisconsin, that would be a 14-hour drive for me one way. Yeah, it's going to be at least an 8-hour drive for us or a 12-hour. It's a 12-hour. We have the camp along in a different location every year. So next year, or in 2026, I think we might be having it in Oklahoma. And then in 2027, we might be having it in like the Northeast. I don't know. But that's for future us to figure out. What up, baby? Uh-huh. Have you ever seen a bluet mushroom? They're kind of lavender and smell like orange juice. I've seen like probably 5 real mushrooms in my whole life. 5 different varieties of mushrooms, because I'm very limited to what I'm exposed to in nature. They just send me into fits, says Randy. Hey, Leaf. What Georgia Suburban says. Plus, they release a chemical that extracts iron and grow filaments to break up the rock. I just found an unexpected rabbit hole. And again, just like a chunky little mushroom just picking up rocks going, like, oh. Okay. So now we're gonna blend it out. Oh, that looks so good. Okay. And now we will do like how Kit said. I really hope everything heals up well for you, Kit. I worry. I always worry about every time I'm opening a can, actually. I worry about slicing tendons. But I'm a worry wart. Right on, Saki. Drive safe. Do it, baby.
Is that why you have me do it?
Well, also, I hurt my hand, and so Randy opens almost all my cans for me. But I do try to make sure, like when I'm sticking my finger in to get the lid out, because I'm a raccoon. Oh, that looks so cool. I love it. And again, the camera's not doing justice. So, oh, I do know. Well, it should glow too. Oh, it's glowing. I don't know if you can see. No, you. Ooh, maybe a little. How do I get it? Oh, there it is. There's one. Let's do 40 more. This is going to be a really. I think I'm going to do. Yeah, just for. Let me get a count. It'd be like putting a cracker in your mouth and letting it soften up, then using your tongue to finish the job. Make poopy pants. My goodness. What kind of crackers do you like? I'm a fan of Ritz myself. Have lichen that produce chemicals that can dissolve some rock. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, Kay's working on sun catchers. Makes sense. I have both, so see you in a moment. Right on, Leaf. Oh, I see. I understand. Hey, girl, I missed your dance party. Mushrooms are so good for our bodies. Right on. Hey, longevity. My friend Lori actually sent me some like Rise mushroom powder, and I used it up, but I have no like scientific data, but anecdotally, I liked it. So, and it was all sorts of mushrooms. So it didn't make me feel worse. Yeah, Make Poopy Pants says it sounds sus. Yeah, but I'm into it. Tell me more food things. Okay, so that'll be 5 if we do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we'll do 5 in the blue, and then we'll do 5 in maybe purple, and then we have those ones that we'll do in one way, and those ones. Okay, cool. What up, baby? Who's growing the crap out of them? I just put my business up for sale. I will still do the bead work, just not all the other things. Oh, right on, Hawk. I hope you get a whole bunch of money for it. That would be awesome. Growing shiitake, lion's mane, reishi, turkey tail, cauliflower, and oyster mushrooms. Ooh, I've grown oyster mushrooms from a kit before, but I'm the only person in our house who eats mushrooms, and so we had a bunch. Bye, Kit. Have a great rest of your day. Good luck with your boo-boos. Is it Saki Girl that has boo-boos? I thought it was Kit. Y'all stop getting boo-boos. We can't keep it straight. Okay, so ow. Ooh, that poked me. Now I have boo-boos. Alright, so this one's smooth. Aw, McPoopy Pants followed us. Well, thank you, McPoopy Pants. We stream from the craft room every Monday from 3 to 6. And we have a Friday night dance party from my other like front part of the craft room on Fridays from I think 7 to 9 p.m. But I don't know, that's really late. And then I have belly dance in the morning, and so I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll update people as we go. But so that's our streaming schedule, and then we post new tutorials to YouTube every Friday. So we have fun. We try at least. Yes, I arrived with slashy. Nice. Just made an omelet with mushrooms. Very nice. Oh, my friend Christina makes the best omelets. Like, we were in like a hotel somewhere, and she just like whipped out a skillet and a cooking eye.
Georgia?
We were in Georgia, yeah, and she just made like awesome omelets there in the hotel room. And I was just like, I love you so much. Oh, lion's mane? What was that like? Like growing them. I love how those look. Oyster mushrooms?
Mm-hmm.
How did I grow oyster mushrooms? Like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I remember. So I was like, which part? Because then we got an oyster mushroom kit as a gift, and which is like the perfect gift, like because I love growing stuff. But I was like, I can't get to this right now. Like we were about to be on the road for like 5 or 6 weeks, like weekends being away from home. So I was like, I'll start this whenever we get back. By the time we got back and settled, I opened up the drawer I had put it in, and the oyster mushrooms had like pushed through the plastic, like it had ruptured from its like factory seal plastic, and there were just oyster mushrooms growing and rotting like in my drawer, like having their full on life cycle. And then so I took the spore, like the medium that the spores were in, and like broke it up and put it through like 3 other like milk crates, like stuff that had where it could breathe through the sides. And then I had 3 milk crates full of oyster mushrooms, like just doing their thing. I got pretty sick of them pretty quick. Like I was like, this is too many oyster mushrooms. Katie says it's the same thing happened to me. Right on. Nature found a way. Yeah. Okay. So I'm really digging these smooth caps. And now what I'm going to be doing, I think, for some of these is putting a UV resin cap on them. And it's very sunny. I hope if it's sunny tomorrow, honey. I think I'm going to try to do the UV resin tomorrow while you and James ship orders. Which, if anybody wants to place an order for any of our like handmade beads or wire or handmade tie-dyes or jewelry or anything on our website, our shipping day is tomorrow, so it'll go out real quick. And we also have, it is still January, so if you wanted to participate in our craft along project, we are still fulfilling the kits for that as well. But Randy and I have already started working on building the kits for February for the purple scale mail, like, and it's all amethyst steamed. Do what, babe? Project, yes. Hell yeah. Well, that'll be perfect. Oh, that'll be nice. That'll be really nice for being outside. But the UV resin will give this a pretty, like, really wet look on top, and I'm digging the heck out of it. Mr. Poopy Pants, you're level 1.
Oh, you thought you'd ignore me? I'm gonna eat your drawer.
What? I'm gonna eat your drawer. Yeah. Shrooms, probably. Oh my goodness. Okay. When I grew it, I ate it raw until it started looking sketchy, then composted it. Nice. Ah! Fortunately, they're super durable. I just love the dark, inky blue edge that this gives it. There we go. Just blending that around. Oh, so pretty.
Oh, these are jewelry? That's what I read the Livestream.
Yeah, these are gonna be jewelry. Though they also, one of my favorite things is to, especially with our larger ones, because people saw them in our booth and were like, I love it, but that's massive. And I'm like, yeah, you can use it as a ceiling fan pool. And then they would buy it, which makes me very happy because I like money. Because then I can buy more craft supplies and groceries and stuff. Okay, yeah, so just kind of blending that up. There's no right and wrong way, you guys. You just do it and have fun. And if you like how it looks, that's awesome. And if you don't like how it looks, give it to somebody because they'll probably love it. Randy says, sell it to somebody. Yeah, but I respect and understand that not everybody likes turning everything they love into work the way that I do. And I actually just came back from like a 2-month long workaholic rehab that I enforced on myself. Uh, and I had to like full on go just like crayon eating, coloring book mode to get to where I could find joy in crafting again, because I was so stressed out about finances and just everything and what direction the business was going to go in. And taking that time off was probably the best thing we could have done, because we came back to the new year revitalized and just full of ideas and inspiration and getting stuff done. Like, I want to show you guys the prototype. So the whole like idea that we were testing in the Friday night flow like dance party is, well, if I don't turn something into work, oftentimes I won't make time for it. And so by turning it into a live stream, I make sure that I get to actually jam out and have fun and do flow arts and stuff at least once a week. And then along that vein of thought, we had folks asking about where we got our poi and different things. And I was like, we've been making tie-dye. What if? And Randy and I had like a mega brain blast and got everything like figured out, because, I'm sure something that's occurred to a lot of artists and a lot of creative folks, and probably anybody, probably lots of folks, is how AI might influence everything moving forward. And well, Randy and I work in a pretty tangible medium, so until AI starts actually making jewelry, it'll pardon me, it'll be what it is. But I personally in my own life am really drawn towards like community. Like the camp alongs are phenomenal. I want to do more like stuff like that, like in person, like hanging out. And we used to vend like 30 some odd conventions a year, and those were some of the happiest times of my life. Now, I have not minded being in home off the road, especially since we got to spend some summers with our niece visiting, and then our other niece was able to like move in with us, and we were able to help her get up on her feet, and now she's moved back out into her own apartment and stuff. So it's back to just Randy and I being empty nesters, and I'm really enjoying it. But I've enjoyed every step of the way, but I'm ready to like go back out into the world and like experiencing in-person community. So I want to go to conventions the same way that we used to, with our booth and such, and teach panels again, because I used to teach poi spinning and stuff. I used to do like there were a couple of conventions that we had done the halftime show for the costume contest, because typically they'll be where people come out onto the stage and they like show off their costumes, and then they go and the judges like deliberate amongst themselves. So normally, instead of just everybody who's there to watch the costume contest waiting and being kind of bored for like 10 or 15 minutes while the judges deliberate, I've seen like Dr. Osborne, rest in peace, used to do his magic show at some of the conventions. There were sometimes they'd have, oh my God, Il Troubadour, this like band of Klingons. And so it's like, and then sometimes we would perform like with a poi and hula hoops, and they like light up and stuff. But that was like a decade ago. Well, I'm interested in getting back into that and like teaching, poi spinning and different things. And I was like, it'd be great if instead of just hucking the same poi balls that you can just buy on Amazon, if we, did our artwork. And so I want to show y'all, as soon as I get done painting this mushroom butt, what our newest iron in the fire is. Let me get just a little bit more. I hear you, pretty bird. There's a bird tweeting its heart out outside. So there's another one. I'm digging. Let's see. How does it? It's got a little bit of a glow. Very cool. This spot right here is a little heavy with pigment, so I'm just going to try to... I just don't want any globs of pigment laying about. Okay, so I'm going to set that right there. I'm going to rinse out my brush. I'm going to check in on the comments real quick because Michelle says, yep, had to take time off from my dance group because I got sick. Oh no, I'm better, but my energy gets drained fast. I went out yesterday to get some stuff for upcoming performances. Man, when I got home, I was so tired. And today, no energy either. So much for thinking I was better. Oh no. Oh, Michelle. It's such a dream to be able to do something you truly love as a productive job, but self-care is still important. Yeah, it's dreams can turn into nightmares very quickly if we're not careful. And I have to be very careful about, like, I call it weeding my mental garden. And so if I let these noxious weeds of workaholicism entangle in everything, then suddenly I'm not enjoying being in my mental garden anymore. Hawk says, yes, I stopped crafting in October and just started picking up to be about a week ago. Sometimes we just need to take a break, and that's okay. Slash did a painting with a mushroom on it a while back. Oh, right on. That's really cool. I can hear Bob Ross say, just happy little mushrooms. Oh, hey, Cricket. Well, I'm about to show y'all our prototype project. So let me get that angled up. Let me put the heated blankie on the doggy. All right, where is it at? Okay, so I'm testing to see, the binder clips are for testing to see how much weight I need to put on our flag poi, but this is a tie-dye that we had done, same color batch as these ones, but instead of this, we used like a bright red shirt as the base. This, we just used a white bit of cotton. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it right here, but here we go. So with the flag poi, there's that. So I'm hoping, and it's not really demonstrating the colors very well. Run, dog. But so we figured out that we need between like 1.3 and 1.5 ounces. And so I'm going to be sewing weights into the fabric, I think, but with that geode tie-dye. And then we're also, I found it's like the swivel. I don't know how much weight it's going to be putting on the swivel, but we're going to fold this over with, like, there's going to be 2 rings and then a swivel between them. That way it doesn't get bunched up on itself. But I don't know how much weight this movement is going to be putting on the swivel. So, huh? Yeah, well, the swivels that I found that I liked are about 1 inch long, and they're a ball bearing swivel, and they can handle up to, what was it, like 140 pounds? So it should be fine. So we'll see. But yeah, so I want to go and teach, and if people, want to buy some flags of their own, we've got something that's our handmade artwork instead of just being like, well, here's some that I bought off of Amazon. But we will still, send people to Amazon for like the LED poi and stuff like that. But I'm so excited, and I can't wait to see how this looks under a black light, because let's see, I don't want to get it into the paint water. So yeah, all of the white lines are going to fluoresce, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so excited. So if you guys want to see that, oh, hey, big boy, be sure to pop by our Friday night Zoomies dance party. What's up, babe? Did I do good? Yeah. Well, because we have like a 40-foot blacklight rope that I usually use for like Halloween decorations. We're going to be putting that up around the perimeter of the front craft room before Friday. Yeah. I had it on today's to-do list. Don't cry, baby. It'll be okay. I'll be the one on the ladder. Just catch me if I fall, okay? Or I say when I fall, but thank you, Michelle. Life's a garden. Weed it. Nice. I didn't show up for that, but yeah, I was in bed sleeping. Sleep is so important, and we're going to be having them every Friday, so I'm very excited. Okay, back to painting. Oh, I love how, so just as a recap for anybody who might have just wandered in, these are the 2 mushrooms that we've painted so far. So you can see, even though we did them as a batch, they're very durable. Hopefully, even though we did them as a batch, each one, like, they look different enough, I think. But it helps me to, if I do the same thing over and over again, it kind of mutates into something new. Whereas if I get really intimidated and overwhelmed, if I'm like, okay, I need to make 25 unique mushrooms, it's like, so where if I do it this way, then I still end up making 25 unique mushrooms, just some of them look like siblings. Coffee break. I am like 95% coffee today. Hey Jettison, how's it going? How's everybody doing over on YouTube? Oh, that is nice. Lots of working, some lurking. Right on. Well, I hope you're having a good day at work, Jettison. Oh, hot bean juice. Yes. Okay. So now, making sure we're still in frame, we're just going to get these painted on. And I'm painting, again, with water first. And this is just regular water, like out of the sink. We don't use anything like special, like distilled water or anything like that. Like out of the toilet, yeah. It's what Vaughn's crave. But by painting it a little first, it kind of dissipates down. Oh, I love that. That is so pretty. I love you. Okay. And then I'm gonna go like this. Ooh, ooh. And I'm just doing a wash. Wash. Mr. Puddums. Ember has a gentleman collar. Would y'all like to see the neighbor's new cat that I'm about to show you, whether you want to see it or not? So this is our beautiful Ember kitty, who is the sweetest, and I love her so much. And she is looking at her gentleman collar, who's licking his lips at her like, oh yeah, like, what's that? Let me whisper in your ear. Hot chicken, tell me what you're cooking with. Like, no, that's Mr. Puddums. He was officially our very first visitor. Oh, there's a good picture of him. Look at him go. What a handsome boy. And he's very young. Like, he was our very first visitor to the lumpy mushroom bird feeder that currently just has nuts in it for the squirrels. Because you can see these are Randy's nuts back here in the tree, those little acorns. And well, because it's the Vaughn tree and the Randy tree, so. But yeah, so that's what's going on with that. So in today's episode of Days of Our Lives, she is a cougar. She is. She's a fiend. Okay, so we did a little bit of a wash and then it dried because I had to show you cat pictures. But that was like unavoidable. There was no way around that. It was necessary. And I'm just going to keep lobbing on some paint. Because again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. We're just slapping some paint on it and seeing what happens. Bloop, 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 bloop. But yeah, you can see the capillary action, perhaps, of the water up into the little bits and pieces parts. The gills, I guess. And then I'm just going to rub a little bit more of just water on the surface to try to expose a little bit more of that mushroom. Ooh, and I kind of want to do some just bloop, bloop, bloop here on the tips of the frills. Yes. Oh, I love that. What do you think, baby? What do you think? Oh, dude, in one of Vaughn's videos, she says something like, if you hear any pounding from outside, that's just my husband busting his nuts on the front porch. Well, he was shelling all the walnuts. Like, he was busting them open, like with a hammer. First stream and I see Randy's nuts. Well, we do have them on display in the front yard, but
They are a mighty display.
they are mighty. Okay. She does a laughing, crying face. Oh, I love it. Let me make sure that we are in all chat. There we go. We rolled. Oh, Steffi must learn boundaries first. What? Yeah, I'm digging it. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more actually. Just here, just wherever it looks like it's like thinned down some. Bound a who? Bound a what? No. I'm all about oversharing. Do, 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 do. What? Me? No. That ain't me. What? Hey, Tara. What's what, babe? Well, the neighbors are still out and about revving their engines. Ah, yes. The mating calls of the rednecks have begun. Vroom, vroom. Gets me all flustered. I'm introducing you guys to my fella, and it has to be nuts in a tree. Oh, Steffi Joe. Oh, no. Hey, Steffi Joe's fella. Welcome to our live stream. It's a shit show, obviously. Yeah, okay. Now I'm just playing with it. So I'm going to hang that one there. And we're going to do another one. And I like to just get it all wet. Oh, I love how shiny these look. And I'm thinking about, if I don't feel like doing the UV resin, I may begin with a coat of this Minwax water-based polyacrylic, because then it may make it all just look kind of shiny anyhow. Which I love shiny stuff. I grew up in the South. I'm familiar with the sound of redneckery. Same. Same. Yeah, that was something I forgot to tell you. Oh, yeah, do you see that cap? I don't think I touched it. But it's just, no, I had to have touched it. Okay. But you just do a whoop coat and it starts to settle into the lines that we had sculpted in. So I don't feel like my strong suit is painting. I enjoy it, but I don't feel like it's my strong suit. It needs some work, but that's part of the fun of it. So I'll lean into sculpting a whole lot of details, or rather more details, because it's easier to get the paint to just settle into what I sculpted than to like very carefully paint those lines in, if that makes sense. Oh, you have a flock of angry bumblebees in your area? That's a good way of putting it. Oh, Tara says, I've been moving back to the country. Huge closet and studio room. Oh, nice, Tara. Moving can be such like an adventure. I hope it's a good one. So there's a Z-Dog making memory wire tiebacks for 1,000,000 windows. Oh, Tara, that sounds awesome. And that's a good idea, too. Okay, so if there's anywhere that the paint's just settling and I don't care for it, I'll kind of scooch it along with my damp brush. There we go. And don't forget, we're going to be doing layers on this, so I don't have to get it perfect right off the bat. I just got to slap some paint down so it can start drying. What's up, babe?
He was outside when they were revving. He almost came in pregnant.
Oh, gosh. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Oh, honey, look, the Tiny Penis Club has gone public. Aw. Bless their hearts. There we go. And now, oh, I didn't get the cap wet, but let's see how it goes this time. And I'm just kind of dry brushing that blue onto the edge. Do y'all have any painting techniques that you want me to try or experiment with on these? Any advice or recommendations? or requests just to see what'll happen. Because after these 5, just to change gears, I think I'm going to apply dots to like 5 of the red ones. Okay, and now I'm going to take just a little bit of water, and I want to kind of scuff out that line before our first layer dries. And you can use, ooh, pinkish purple, okay. Because now that we have this blue base layer down, I can go through and do each of those 5. One of them could be like a pink and purple and blue. One of them could be like a green and blue. I want to do one in this metallic teal color. So I'll have to try some in a pink and purple. Ooh, I kind of like that. Just kind of dapping it. Dappling. Stippling? Stipling. Nippling. Stipple, nipple. Yeah, that's how you say it. I don't know if it's going to stick. What if I blow on it? Oh, yes. No, we don't have a Discord because people don't behave, and I'm not here to manage people. So, oh yeah? Okay, well here, let me set this one down. Let me add just a little bit more blue on its butt. And then I'll set it down. And we'll pick an idea from chat and do that on the next one. Oh, says the doggy. I'm in no way asking this to be passive aggressive, but do you have any projects that you're going to be working on today?
What do I need to work on this week?
Let me see. This is my brain. It's almost full, so I'm gonna have to, I've got like 2 more weeks worth of brain space, but I've been doing daily like doodles and like just keeping like log of everything, like just everything. More doodles, but yeah. So we have, where's our list of designs? Because I think you actually finished all of the projects from last week. You did. You're amazing. Let's see. I don't think I have that in this brain. You did more stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go check my other brain. I'll be right back, y'all. Ozy doggy. So I have my daily brain, and then I have like a journal for my emotional brain where I'll just do like brain dumps. Well, that's the one that. No, I don't take a shit in my diary. I take a mental shit in my diary. But it's whenever I'm just digging a rut and it's like I'm upset about something or I'm processing something or, just trying to like manifest my best future. I have a diary that's just for that. So that's the one that I'll burn. So that way nobody has to read it. But these are my mad scientist notes. This is my work brain. And this is where I've been doing like all of my scripting and design ideas and just like reflection on, what was I thinking whenever I made that video and did what I was hoping for pan out. So here, Randy and I went through and we did inventory on all of the jewelry that we currently have in stock. And we did, these are the designs and how many of them we have in stock. And then we were able to see that it's like, okay, this is a design that didn't sell well for us. We're not remaking it. Let's sell it out and, we'll give it a year or 2 before we make it again. But some of these, it's like, these are quite low and they sell really well for us. Let's make, like 10. So we have, and then after taking full account of all of our designs because we only have so much display space in our booth. So if I only have 20 necklace displays, I don't need 30 different necklace designs for, you know, some of these bigger shows. Now we do some where it's like one of a kind pieces, but we'll have like, you know, 3 of our different displays will be for one of a kind pieces, and when one sells, we'll put out a fresh one. But so we have, let's see, the highlighted ones are ones that we have already finished. And I'm looking for something that I can put Randy to work on. We have stretchy tutu with the big small rings. That's a design that you could work on this week, is the stretchy tutu with the big and small. And then we also have, yeah, we'd use like a scale ring and then those dummy thick ones to connect them. So it's big, 2 to connect, big, 2 to connect. No, the big ones are stretchy. We have scale. Well, we've got those, actually, we've got those huge ass ones that we can't use for anything else. Let's use those. And you only have to use one to connect, like one rubber instead of 2 stacking them. What? Let's test it first, because I don't know if we can fit them, because they are thick. So Randy's going to be working on some chainmail.
Where would I put them?
You'd have hidden them in the chainmail drawer, the top one. Maybe? But yeah, so I keep this hidden in my brain. And that way, well, the other location is rocking. Hey, Messy, how's it going? How come there are 2 chats? Yeah, we have, we're streaming on Kick and on YouTube because YouTube doesn't tell our subscribers whenever we go live typically. So this way we stream on Kick as well, and that way you can watch over there without any ads. What you need, baby? Did you find them? Were they where I said they'd be? And then my friend Sabea sent me some sparkly butt stickers. I love it. Well, some days it feels like wiping feces in your diary fits. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm gonna hide that over here. But it has helped so much to just have my daily to-do list brain, my business brain, and then like my private brain. And that way my actual brain can just be in the moment instead of digging ruts, you know, fretting over something. And oh, this is fun. This is going to be the first one in this style that we've painted today, because all the other ones had like that longer stem, whereas this one, the crystal is the stem. Gotta go. Really have enjoyed spending time with you all. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, little sprite. Thanks for stopping by. Bye. Thank you. Oh, were you talking to me? Do what, baby? I haven't. Hey, Al. Had a good time with all my dance. I've got to, okay, I've got to back this up. Auto moderation catches a lot of stuff, but it feels to recognize. Bless you. Bless their heart. And I find that hilarious. Well, I mean, I don't want, you know, an AI mod bot to keep me from being passive aggressive. Like, what's the fun in that? Pinkish purple. Right on, Eric. I'm just happy to catch a live stream again. I've missed you guys. Oh, Stephanie Joe. It's good to be back. And thank you for being here. It's y'all being here makes coming back nice. So thank you. Oh, Mr. McPoopy Pants. Gotta go. Okay. How are you doing, Al? Right on. Mr. Mason says, well, rip, I'm on YouTube more than I am here, but I prefer watching streams over here. Same. Like, it's... Messy Palette says, I'm so behind on platforms, I have no clue. It's okay. That's why we have both up, is because hopefully our Monday live streams are still pertinent enough to our crafting channel, but we also do all sorts of shenanigans over on Kick that are not applicable to our crafty channel necessarily. Okay. You. Sorry. Sports.
It's in the game.
Yeah, go ahead and double up on the rubber, baby. harder than it looks, isn't it? Well, you still caught it. Oh, well. I am not very athletic. An AI bot blocked a message from Randy today, and all he said was, ooh, 5K. Huh. Randy's always picking fights.
What the hell?
He's not. I just love getting a rise out of him. Do, 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 do. Ooh, we're gonna paint it. Do, 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 do. Yeah, kick. It's Kick. There is a KIC, but that's not the same thing. Yeah, I like it because we've been having some issues with even whenever we mark our YouTube stuff, like especially when we were doing our YouTube channel member live streams, we'd mark it to have no ads. And YouTube was still putting, like, people were still having to sit through ads. And I was like, I don't like that because, you know, these are channel members. They're supposed to not. And so, I don't know. Pee pee poo poo. And then also, we have a Friday night dance party on Kick now. It's happened once, so of course I'm like, this is like our new thing. But I'm very excited about it. Set in stone forever. But we're able to play music because Kick's way more lax about their copyright until somebody turns us in. But in that way, we get to like take song requests and we just kind of jam out and be foolish for 2 hours, and I live for that. So I'm a seriously silly person. EA Sports, it's in my. I'm just remembering that meme that you sent me, babe. One of us has a.
Oh.
Yeah. In our. Can you guess who it is? Yeah, that one. Mind frame? Yeah, but let's zoom in a smidge. How's that? There we go. I was all excited for a sec thinking I'd find a Kick app on Roku, but it doesn't work somehow. Oh no, there was something.
Yeah.
Can I show everybody?
What?
All right. I'm old but older. Oh no. Now you good, messy palette. We figured something out, but it's like screencast. It depends on your TV, and it's probably going to depend on your phone, but I'm just going to show y'all how I figured it out, because we make things that are on our phone be on our TV now, regardless of what app it's in. So I click on our gallery, and then I'll click on here, and so we would click this little icon there, and depending on your TV, it would come up, and you would click and have it, you would just click that. Make sure it's your TV and like not your neighbors if you're watching something, you know. But yeah. Well, our niece was living with us and we were streaming memes to the TV, and we were very concerned about making sure it was to the right TV. Because we like to pretend like we're responsible adults to be like a good example, but like really we're just trash gremlins. But yeah, and so you would click that and it would sync with it. So it's Smart View, and it says select a device to mirror your phone screen or play content. And that way you don't have to fool about with apps or anything. But I think you do have to have like a smart TV, whatever that means. Yeah, they got to be on the same like Wi-Fi network. That's the best time to send them to the neighbor. Yeah. Well, we don't talk to our neighbors much, just because we're all hermits and we like it that way. But I'd hate to be like, oh, hi, Sean. Brandon. Brick? No, it's Brandon. And there's new renters in that house, so I don't know their name now. I actually know all of my neighbors' pets' names.
Yep.
So, but that's fine. I have my priorities completely figured out.
Pretty sure we have 2 Is that what I'm making?
Yeah. You can check the stock. Now, I am going to remind y'all, we aren't marked as 18 plus, so we do got to keep it a little PG. Randy says, "Oh, are we not?" Nah, we're
That's right,
we're on YouTube as well. So, you all right? But yes, Mr. Poopy Pants, essentially. There we go. Another little mushroom. Oh, I love it. Okay, and so I just pull out the drawer and just hook it onto the edge and let it dry. And so from here, I'm gonna clear both of these out. Ooh, oh, well, that took up the whole. Oh, I love that. That's so satisfying to clean out these little paint palettes. Oh, you good? You can see I am so upset. Ooh, Messy Palette says, my neighbor needs crafty education. I had tea-dyed cheesecloth hanging on the line. She thought it was poor and dirty and dropped off white towels. Oh no! It's like, no, I did that on purpose. Oh, well, that's sweet. Well, you could tea-dye those ones too, though. More craft supplies. Good news. Where, if I were me, where would I put that? My Liquitex white paint. It's behind me.
Yep. No.
I could feel it in my whiskers. It's right there.
Oh.
That's why I'm growing this, my whiskers. So I can feel where my craft supplies are. I wish it worked like that. Heated blankie. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to tangle up on the microphone. Hey, Jen, how's it going? She says, hi, it's been too long since I made it to a live stream. We haven't live streamed on YouTube in quite a while. We were having some difficulty with it. So we were streaming exclusively to Kick. And we also took like 2 months off. And so it's been a minute. But welcome back. How are you? Okay, so we've got that. And now I'm going to grab, here it is. We have some different sizes of little ball stylus tools. And I'm going to start with, we have to do, I can't believe I just did that. Because I have this thing right here, because I always pour out too much paint and then I don't use it. So I've started using these. We got turned on to these pots from like the paint by number kits, but you can buy them just empty on like the internet. And then, so that's the white paint I'm supposed to be pulling from. But I'm going to start with an edge coat, of this fluorescent orange. This is the same way that we did the lumpy mushroom, as well as the mushroom fairy house that I gave my niece recently as a housewarming present. Okay, so for these ones, I'm going to pick the 5 that are like the most red. Because I tried to do, I may be able to demonstrate. Do you see the swirl of glow clay that's in there? I tried to do like a jelly roll cane, but this glow in the dark is so soft. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's do 5. So I'm going to do these 5 with this fluorescent orange edge because I want to. Actually, I'm going to do all of them with the fluorescent orange. Okay. So exact same technique as what we were using on the blue. I am just brushing with the pigmented end of my brush towards the edge of the mushroom cap. And that just kind of helps it to deposit the majority of the pigment on that end, but it still kind of tapers its way up. I don't know. I'm just doing the thing. And the key I have found with this paint in particular, Anita's all-purpose fluorescent, it really benefits from doing layers. So we are going to be slapping on some quick and sloppy layers. Aw, thanks, Leaf. What brand translucent? I'm sorry, if I said translucent, I meant glow in the dark. It is Clay, and it is super soft. Now, speaking of translucent, I'm really interested in seeing if I can find a translucent clay that is compatible with the Clay. in that it takes the same 275-degree baking temperature, and has roughly the same consistency but is much firmer. And so it's like if I could add that translucent clay to like firm it up a little, I'm interested in that. But until then, I'm just gonna keep working with what we got because it's pretty good. I just have to. It's so soft, like so soft. Ooh, and just like that, you can see, and we can blend it out a little with our finger. And then I'm just going to take it and hang it over yonder. But I want to demonstrate to y'all, this guy was made with the glow in the dark. Ooh, you know, he's kind of sticky too, baby. That's cosplay done, but you can see this is the glow in the dark. Yeah, he's just a little sticky, and you can see how well that bends. So as soft as it is, it's fantastic. But yeah, and I need to glue his butt down so that he stays put. That was a little miniature that I'd made for Randy for like D&D, but he's kind of sticky from the paint job. Ooh, Tara says, I hate moving. It's been a nightmare. Every time I pick up an art material and put it away, I want to play with it. Ah, that is a unique kind of torture. I'd sign up for that though. That sounds fun. And so just applying it. I'm not worried about achieving our full color on this first layer. I just kind of want to, like, I kind of want this to be our thinnest layer because we're going to be building on this. So I'm just blending it up to about halfway up the cap. Now you do you on your own mushrooms. I'm just explaining what I'm doing and the thought process behind it in hopes that that might be helpful to you. And yeah, 100% I want to do this to all of these. And this is mixed with pomegranate Sculpey Primo is the red on these caps. So the cosplay does play pretty well with Sculpey Primo. As far as it's much softer, but it bakes well, and I've had good results with that. And so, and again, you smell burning? Oh, look at how cool! Oh, the camera didn't pick up on it as well as what my eyeballs do, but oh, that is so cool. Okay. I don't know. Am I on fire? Maybe. I don't know. I think it's my paint.
Stop sniffing paint.
I can't stop sniffing paint. But yeah, so just that wee bitty bit really pops, which makes me happy because if we can make it glow, why not? Oh, 7.5 inches, please. Oh. Mini Cthulhu. Chulu. Yeah. Well, it's 1 year for like for a couple of years we were able to pull it off, but we haven't been able to actually get everybody together to game for a while. But at like family gatherings for Christmas or Thanksgiving, Randy would put together like a D&D one-off for the family to play together. And 1 year the like, what do you call it? BBEG, the big bad evil guy, was Turkey Thulu, which was horrifying and awesome. Yep. Ooh, babe, that's looking good. It's a little hairy, but that's because I dropped it. Wow, and you got this put together just... Oh yeah, that's a great length, honey. Hacky sack. Will you make some juggling balls for me? Please. Randy. Like, not today, but just in general. I want to learn how to juggle. For like years now. And I feel like if something has been in my heart for years, I need to just try. Like, it's time to apply myself. Ooh, coffee. Coffee break. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I love making stuff that is fluorescent as well as glow in the dark. Now, oh, I haven't tried that paint though. We did get our hands on some, it's a new to me kind of glow in the dark. It's called Invisible Glow. And we covered one of our dragon heads, like the antlers in this, in the purple. Because they have a purple one too, but I don't know where that jar is. I've got the blue and the green in here. But I'm pretty sure we'd gotten the purple too. But and it was really awesome. But the orange glow in the dark is like gritty. So I don't know. But yeah, just getting little old one gobbling like a turkey in my head. Yes. Okay, but it was what I don't know where that picture is, but I had drawn it. You know how like in like grade school or high school, depending on what classes you were in, like me, you would like trace your hand. Is that a little tight? You got it. Do you think we should make it longer or is it good? You trace your hand and you turn it into a turkey. I did that. I traced my hand and tried to turn it into a turkey and then gave it hyper realistic like tentacles and then spider legs also. So it was scary. Take it from me. Ooh, that is tight. Maybe one more ring? I mean, it's perfect on me though, baby. Are you sure? Okay. Because we have so far to glow. Oh, Christina, that's amazing. Hey, Christina, how are you? We have 3 more to paint, and then I can drink my coffee. I'm very excited to see this on top of the glow in the dark. Randy, you're doing awesome, honey. Thank you. For moderating and for working, on projects. Uh-oh. Oh my God, yeah, I've been working you all day, haven't I? Yes. Well, honey, I appreciate you so much. Well, I've been busy too, and I only think of myself. I fed you beans. What do you want? Dinner is, it's more beans. But you requested beans for dinner. Before we had breakfast. Oh, yeah. Well, behold. We're having a fartastic day over here. I love that on top of the glow in the dark. I'm just going to say. Ooh. No, don't put it in my coffee. Okay, we're good. I have to go ahead and drink my coffee so that I don't get mushrooms in it. Painted mushrooms, I guess. Mason says, I remember doing that in 1st grade. I'm in my mid-40s though, so school was different when I was there, right? I know, I'm in my, I don't know if it's my mid-30s or my late 30s. How old am I? 37? Have I turned 37 yet? Or am I 30? I was born in 88. Math. Clearly public school failed me, or I failed it. We'll see. Hey, Edwin, how's it going? Y'all staying warm enough where you are? We finally were able to turn the sinks off for a couple of days, but then we had to get We had to get the taps all on dripping again so that the pipes don't freeze up. 81 here. Nice. Right on. I am great. Christina Honeybutt here. I figured. I thought so. I had a feeling. Christina Honeybutt. Ain't that the truth? How are you doing? Have you had a chance to use your new dress form? Do it, babe. It's cold today. Yeah. It's a little warmer today. It's still cold enough that I am enjoying this heated blanket in my lap. Like, and the hot coffee and the heater being on.
Okay, never mind.
What?
This is currently 51.
Oh, 51.
I'm like, it's 35. It's so nice and warm.
Okay. Just using a little bit of water to clean my brush. I don't remember which one I did first, so I'm just going to start at the top left and work my way back down. We're going to do another layer and just see. I keep adding layers until I feel like it looks good, and then we'll get started in on the spots. Oh, I love it. Yes. Now I wonder, does it work better to build up layers with this paint if I did the first layer just quite thin orange and then blended each layer up a little bit more from there? Or does it work better if I blend up the most on the first layer and then add just a progressively, I don't know. And really, so long as I get it done, I don't think it matters too much. Like, I'm not going to stress it. Speaking of leftovers, it's time to warm some up. I'm going to leave a lurk. I'm glad to have met you folks. Thank you so much, Mr. McPoopy Pants, for coming and hanging out with us. I've really enjoyed chatting with you. Again, we stream every Monday from 3 till 6. And be sure to stop by one of our Friday night flow dance parties. We do hoop dancing and like poi spinning, and we take song requests, and it really is a very good time. That's from 7 till 9. But have a great rest of your day, and we'll see ya on the bar. Oh, right on, Christina. We'll see ya. Have a great rest of your day. Mwah. Give yourself a hug from me. That's my friend Christina. She gave me away at my wedding. Like, I love her so much. I feel blessed beyond measure today, you guys. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with the stream. It's really fun to get to sit around playing with my mushrooms, chatting with y'all. It might be Escaflones.
You know they remade that show?
I had no idea. They got a remake?
Yeah.
Was it good? We should watch it. I don't think I've ever watched all of Escaflowne. Okay. You were never super into Escaflowne, though, were you? You liked Evangelion. Didn't that one have a remake? Oh, really? Why for? Like, what changed? Oh, yeah. Michelle's like, oh, yeah, that's gold. Oh, I love that. Yeah, we're probably going to be doing a third coat where I just beef up the edge. Do it, honey? With the wind chill, I think it's in the 40s. Oh, that's like warm enough to plant my lettuces. Which, by the way, it is that time of year to start planning our garden for the year. I think I'm not going to try to grow potatoes or sweet potatoes this year. I've just, for like the past couple of years, I've not had major success or any success at all growing them. So instead, this year I am focusing on more gourds. And I'm very excited about that. And I'm thinking about doing one type of gourd on each trellis. So that would be like 3 gourd types, and these would be for drying. Because we did tie bottleneck gourds the first year, and I still have about 30 of those left to craft with. So I thought I might try something different. But I want to make some little gourd fairy houses and stuff. So I think, I don't know, maybe some apple gourds might be good. I don't want that flake in there. Just because, especially whenever we get busy around in September, I don't know how many tomatoes we lose every year. I'm still doing tomatoes this year, but if I have too many crops that need harvested around Labor Day, they get horribly neglected, just because of our work schedule with vending and such. But hey, Amy, she says I count 32 degree warmer after the super. Oh, I count 32 degrees as warm after the super cold last week. Yep. Same. Same. Like the heater actually switches itself back off for, a little bit at a time. I also do want to take this as an opportunity to thank everybody who had snagged one of our garnet geode tie-dye tops from our shop update. We're going to be promoting them again on Tuesday, tomorrow, on our social media and stuff. But it meant so much that so many of y'all went and snagged one for yourself. And we only had like medium to 6X this time, but I figure the more we make tie-dye tops and the more we list them to the website and see what people buy, we'll have a better idea of what sizes to carry. Because I think we sold out of, I don't know, I'd have to look at our records. That's why I write these things down, is so that I don't have to worry about remembering it. And it leaves my brain open for, do mushrooms eat rocks? Why, yes, they do. Not a cold weather person at all. Gotcha, Michelle. Yeah, I'm okay with, I like seasons. Because it's like, oh, this is so nice and cold until I'm bitching about it. And then it's like, oh, this is so nice and warm until I'm bitching about it. But by the time I get to where I'm complaining, the seasons are changing anyways. Oh, that is so pretty. They're like little calico mushrooms. Did I already do all those ones? I guess so. Oh, yeah? That's true. I'm going to be doing it over the base blue. Like, in fact, I think I want to do it on that one in particular. Like, I know which one I think I want to do. Something told.
When are we going to start rewatching that?
Right now.
Right now?
Yeah. Venture Brothers season 1. Let's go. What other show? Oh, I do like that one. Well, I don't know, because Jobless Reincarnation, I haven't watched that. So, like, whenever I do watch it, I like to give it my full attention. Whereas with Venture Brothers, we can have that going while we're working, and I don't even know how many times. But that's a great show for me to have on in the background because I don't have to look to know what's happening. We haven't had a Lord of the Rings marathon in a couple of months. Yeah. Do we really watch it every Thanksgiving? So far, yeah. Ah! Dropped it. Everything is okay. Edwin says y'all should try to watch an anime called Solo Leveling. Okay.
Where is that at?
Randy asks where that is. Like what platform? Camille says, "It's Tara. No one uses YouTube. I switched to be part of the Cool Kids Club." Right on. Welcome over, Tara. It is a little lonely over on our YouTube, but thank you to everybody who's watching on YouTube. I do not mind y'all lurking. There is never any pressure to participate in the chat. I hope that I'm keeping you company, though, while you do whatever it is that you do. Because I have rediscovered my love of watching folks craft. Because, like, okay, not to pick favorites, but one of my favorite streamers is Sisters of the Hook. But like usually during the time that she streams, I've got other things going on, so I'm not always able to pop in. But I've recently discovered a streamer named Mr. Boombaddy. I think I'm not pronouncing it right, but he's literally a wizard, and he leaves chainmail, and he goes like he streams like from noon to like 5 on Twitch and Kick, like every day except for the weekends. And it's just I just love putting him on and just hearing like happy crafting noises. So it's like, okay. Mm-mm-mm. You okay, baby? Ping a ring? Or did it get you? Oof. Bit you. Mm. So tell me about your new craft room, Tara. Are you going to be picking back up on your paintings and sculptures, or what do you feel inspired by here lately? Okay. I kind of wish I'd gotten like a before picture just to show the progress on these mushroom caps. Just kind of almost dry brushing at this point. I just want to make sure that there are no brush strokes left in the paint. Yeah, the jelly cubes.
Is that what they're?
I think so, yeah. He just really, I mean,
saw it and was like, nope.
yep. He does really good work. Oh, Al says, I like Mr. Boom, real nice and talented guy. He really does seem to be. My depth perception, Randy. Why what? Am I bad at catching?
Why is it that bad?
I don't know. We clearly need to practice my motor skills. So this is nice. I like that, babe. I'm gonna wear it. What? What's up?
Yeah.
It's a very good size. It says, I got my ring light set up. Everyone tells me to do a live stream or something. Me just messing around and making happy little accidents. That'd be awesome. Leaf says I made jelly cubes for Christmas gifts. My hands were mad. Oh, I bet they were well received though. Hopefully. Yeah, baby. Oh, I am so excited to do the dots on these. It's gonna be awesome. Ooh, no, I was just gonna do little white spots. Well, and my reasoning is that way when it fluoresces, there's like the white spots will be like negative. What? Why do you make that noise? It's okay to be wrong, says Randy. Make your own mushrooms, beautiful man. Oh. Yeah, Randy's mushrooms always end up looking like really realistic.
What?
No, like ding dongs. I'll be moving this year. I need to find the right place first. Hubby says out of the Houston area, the growth is unreal here. Right on. Yeah, I've always been very happy to live in like smaller towns. Just, I don't want to deal with daily traffic. Truly. Like the congestion and stuff that we used to experience when we lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And then in Denton, Texas, it was just, I mean, Google Maps said that it would take, 15 minutes to get to where we're going, but it's going to take 45 because of the traffic jam. Still play around with my herbalism design, a solve for hands and wrists from crafting. Ooh, right on now. Camille says, studio room isn't done yet. I can still send photos. Ooh. Work in progress is like the best. Gonna paint mostly, right on. Painting's so much fun. I prefer a 3D painting, but yeah. And I say that, but I haven't tried just a 2D painting in so long that it's... Oh wait, I do paint by numbers, and I love them. It has been a minute. All right, I think I'm done with the orange.
I was working on areas.
Mm-hmm. It's been a minute. Okay, so now... I forgot that there was liquid in there, and I was looking at the yellow or the white paint to see if it's still good looking, and it is. Hey, good looking. Okay, so now what I'm about to do, and I want to show you because I have to change my setup for how I have my mushrooms hanging, because I'm about to do dots, and if I set them, the dots are going to get smushed. So what I'm going to do instead is I have... What am I going to put these on? I have these skewers that I'm going to put in between drawers. That way I can hang the mushrooms on the skewer. And I'll set these here and we'll just figure it out as we go. But yeah, so now I'm going to take that. Oh no, the skewer is too thick. I think I have some thinner skewers, but that's the concept, is that it'll just hang not touching anything. What's up, baby? Oh, okay. That breaks my heart. I'm sorry to hear that. We've seen that kind of happen out at where Randy grew up. It's just housing developments now, and it's great that people get have a place to stay, but it's just I remember the woods there, and it's yeah. So these thinner skewers, these are just like from like the cooking section at the store. All right. Ooh, Tara says, I live 30 minutes from civilization, but the lake is 10 from here. Lots of fruit trees and gardens. I hated living in the city. Right on. That sounds amazing. Yeah, living in the sticks is the bomb. You got neighbors, but just local traffic. Yep. Now, the town that we used to live in had like a population of like 7,000. And this town that we live in now has like a population of like 14,000. So it's big for me, and we live very in town, but we can still keep chickens and stuff, and quarter-acre backyard. Okay. Steadying my hands. And again, I like to ground my pinky on the little hook there so that we can kind of float. And I'm actually going to test. Okay. Test a few dots. Blot it. And then I'm going to do a dot, dot, dot. Oh, those are quite big. Okay. And they don't have to be perfect. I'm aiming for consistent. So if they're consistently messy, it looks like I did it on purpose. Boop, 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 boop. On a larger mushroom, I can start at the edge and then like kind of boop my way up as it gets smaller. But on these smaller mushrooms, it seems to benefit from going in more of a circular pattern. And you don't have to do perfectly round dots. You could do like little sideways squiggle bits or something. There we go. And there's one. And now I'm just going to hang it on our skewer. Dang it. These ones are too big too. All right. I'm going to print those things. And I'm just opening it up. There we go. All right, now it fits. So I'm going to do that to probably all of them right quick. See, I'm just taking it and boop. Just making it a little larger. I did. You're a streaming wee. So it looks like I've got enough room for like one mushroom. So, boo. So just coming in, making those big. Right on, Camille. That does sound nice. Hey, Lunia, how's it going? So I hope y'all are doing well. We're doing real well here. How have you been? It's gut wrenching, says Kay. They've been taking down the trees next door to us and living the land since November. I live with headphones on to block out the sound. Gotcha. Yeah. Where we lived in Tennessee, our neighbor turned his plot of fully wooded land into a lumber mill. So it's like as rural as we were, I was still hearing like lumber mill noises and like heavy machinery and stuff every day at like 8 a.m. I was just like, oh my God. But he at least didn't clear cut entirely. Might as well have, yeah, but eh. Oh, well, hey, Amanda, thank you so much for popping in to say hey. I hope you have a good night's sleep. We're going to be streaming every Monday from 3 until 6, and so long as dual streaming continues to work, we're going to be here on YouTube and on Kick, so maybe we'll get to hang out more next time. All right, so I got all of those. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Boop, 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 boop. I can close that one. Because check out our blue ones after they've dried, y'all. I'm really, really digging these. Ooh, pardon me. Yep. So I'm trying to get enough spots set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be enough spots. All right, I want to set these boop right there. And then we're going to grab some more skewers. There we go. Yeah, our next vending event is Anime St. Louis, and I'm very excited because that's always such a fun convention. We get to see and catch up with friends. Our niece, Maddie, and her mama are helping us in our booth again, and they're just two of my favorite people on the whole planet, so I'm very excited, and they do so good. Like, they work my booth better than I do. So I'm very excited about that. But we're just doing our jewelry for Anime St. Louis, so we don't have to worry about prepping up costumes yet. But we will get there. And so that's I'm kind of nervous. It's okay. Still play around with my herbalist. Oh, gotcha. Okay. The Hubs is loving it. Nice. Gonna lurk and work now. I want to start on 3 other projects, but need to finish this one first. Ooh, okay. I'm always happy to keep y'all company while you lurk. So just doing those 3 little dots. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. I'm thinking, how long have we been streaming? Hour and 54? Okay. Well, I'd scheduled in a snack of cottage cheese and cherries. Yeah. Now, I don't think I have any cheese sticks for you, honey, but would you like some cherries and meat sticks? Okay. Sounds good. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, we can do a few more little boops. Boop. Nope. You gotta actually get paint on it to be a boop. There we go. What the French toast? You lent liquor. Alright. I'm pretty pleased with that. Just a happy little mushroom. What that, baby? Sorry, we're showing him one of the videos that my dance group did for one of our songs. It's so cool. Can't wait for the performance day. It'll be so awesome with all of us in costumes. Oh! Tell him to check out Swallowed Star. It's a bit different, but good. Ooh, okay. I think animes. Is that another one? Baby. Dang it.
Getting better.
A little better. Ooh, that one's nice too. I like the fiery colors. Randy's been super busy. Okay, so I think this next one I'm going to try. Let's use our silicone tip with a fine point. And I kind of want to do a little, oh yes, okay. So again, using my pinky there on the stem to help support and control my hand. I'm just adding little dots that way. Like they're not dots now, but just the little new mushroom details. There we go. So there's one layer. Wipe off the excess as much as we can. And I'm trying to not be too consistent about which direction I'm building the dots in, because then they end up all looking the same. So I'm kind of trying to be alternate but also random about it. And I'm using a Liquitex heavy-bodied, let's see. No, I guess it's just the Liquitex Basics, but it's a nice, heavily pigmented paint. So I'm not, I don't want something that's very translucent, at least for these dots. Oh, yeah? Well, is there anything else that you want to watch on Crunchyroll? I think we should start compiling a list. That way, when we have enough shows. I understand. Yeah. But yeah, I really like building these up. Been rewatching the masterclass on herringbone lately. Going to try some with check glass beads. Oh, that'll be nice, Al. That'll be really nice. Yeah, I like that. Just something different from the round dots. Perhaps a little more realistic, but I mean, it's still a glow-in-the-dark mushroom. Okay, so there's that one. So let's do another. One more time, it's a mushroom. Oh yeah, oh yeah, do 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 do. One more time. Ah, thank you, Michelle. Actually, after this one, I'm gonna have a bio break and get myself a snack. A snack, yeah. Ooh, Witchblade. We watched Witchblade, didn't we? Or am I thinking of something else? There we go. And just doing real white ones. Just to kind of, well, I was doing real white ones. Just to kind of taper it up. Oh, I love that one. That was probably my favorite so far. All right. I will be right back. So, BRB, everybody. Alrighty, y'all. Yep, you get all the rest of those, baby. Alrighty, y'all. I am back. And now you get to hear me eat cherries in your ear and cottage cheese. But we are going to continue our work. And so I'm just kind of boop, 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 boop. Oh, I love making dots. I kind of want to try doing, those dot mandalas? Oh, that'd be so cool. I think I'm getting yogurt and berries, but I've only eaten breakfast today, so I might just warm up my chili. I had a protein shake for breakfast, and then Randy didn't have anything, so he was like, I don't really want a protein shake. And so we just didn't eat until lunch. So now I'm trying to keep from like being starving for dinner. So it's within my calorie budget for the day, so I'm very pleased. Now I'm going to be building up the dots in the other direction. I don't know if this is my favorite way, but whenever something is not my favorite way, I have to remind myself, somebody's shopping in my booth, this might be their absolute favorite. So I just want to have fun making it. They're a little too gridded for me, so I'm going to try to add a little bit of a random element to it. Just getting some little dots. Oh, yeah. There we go. Very nice. I'm very pleased with that. There's that one. We're going to clean the tip and then have another couple of bites of food. Oh, chili on baked potatoes. Nice. Not today. We're having beans and rice for dinner, so. Q&A time. What can I be helpful to y'all about? Randy says nothing. Well, that's fair. It makes me so happy to be able to be helpful to anybody. So there's another one I watch. I'll send you, remember the name right on now. But yeah, Randy and I got really excited yesterday. I don't mean to speak for you, babe. But we got really excited about like the Friday dance party and the flow arts and making like the tie-dye flag poi. Like I'm really excited about that. Ooh, Al says some basic wire wrapping would be helpful. Okay. Like, you narrow it down. There's, and that's part of the tricky part is there's so many different things that could be done with wire wrapping. Are you looking for like a particular style of project, like a pendant or a bracelet or a necklace? Or are you looking for specifically setting beads with no holes or working with beads with holes? Jen says, I volunteered at my kids' 5th grade art class today. They used small 2-sided dog water dishes for the paint water. two-sided. Oh, it was more stable and the kids don't spill the water as easily. I thought that was cool. That's brilliant. So it's like instead of being a little cup like this, it's got the okay. I think I understand what you're saying. That is brilliant. A little bit of everything. That's fair. What gauge wire do you have to work with, Al? I'm going to keep doing these ones because those are my favorite, but I want to try it with a paintbrush. I like it with the paintbrush. Oh, from 16 up? Okay, that's pretty dummy thick. Is it the same stuff that you use to like coil and cut your rings, or is it like copper, or? If I were your teacher for the day, I would have you practice your spirals and make spiral charms with your wire, and with the goal of making like spiral earrings for in your booth. Just because the techniques that we hash out when we're working on spirals are a good foundation for almost every other wire wrapping technique. Like it really grinds out good control, like builds up your control with the wire, as well as being able to anticipate how the wire might behave or might misbehave. Oh, 16 to 24. Oh, okay. I thought you meant up, like bigger. Okay. Well, that's fantastic. Those are exactly the sizes I would recommend. That's awesome, Jen. I'm gonna have to, cause like these, I hate. I wish they had. I think I'm gonna take some like clay or something and just fill in the bottom, just so it's not so dang wobbly all the time, you know. All right, baby. We're all counting on you. Well, I might be able to do it with my mandrel pliers over here. But yeah, just kind of jump on the line, rock your arm here, okay, I believe you. There we go. Another little mushroom, mushroom. Whoa. Uh-huh. We are, babe. Ooh, level 7 now. Bracelets and elf ears. Right on. I'm going to show you a bracelet link that's good practice and that you can use if you have beads as well. Let's pull off. This is 18 gauge wire. If you're using beads, use the thickest wire that will go through your beads. If you have no bead, that's okay. Well, I can't get in there to my beads right now because there's drying mushrooms in the way. So exactly how many inches is this? So this is 5.5 inches. Right on, Jen. No, I'm sorry. It's YouTube and Kick both filter out the any links. Like even Randy's not able to send links. And we're gonna do that itsy bitsy spiral where we bring our fingers together and we're holding on to the ends. Now, if we had a bead, we'd be putting the bead in the center. And then we can just build that around. This is better for the thicker gauges. So there we have that. And let's do one more. So now it's a nice little rosette, and you could take that and you could even experiment with hammering. But I'm going to bring both of these ends around, and I'm going to trim them to the same length. And then I'm going to use my mandrel pliers on, if I'm joining these with 18 gauge 3/16 inch rings, I'm going to want to use the 4mm barrel on my mandrel pliers. And then coiling this around, and you can see I'm stacking it towards the back, as opposed to on this side. Like, I've decided which side I want to be the front, and I'm building it towards the back. And I just bring it around. So there's our loop. And then on this side, and again, I'm going to be building it towards the back. And you just want to get those in line. And this would definitely benefit from some hammering. You could use just a regular household hammer, or if you have some nylon jaw pliers, you can take those and just squish the heck out of it. Like, I mean squish. And then turn it. And then squish. And we want to check for any little pokey bits. If there's anything pokey, depending on the metal that you're using, you could file it, or I'm going to come in here and just cut, at an angle. Oh, now that's very sharp. So yeah, I choose my battles. I prefer to just have it not snag on stuff. If it's extra snaggy, you can put the jaw of your pliers in there and possibly use an emery board. Now on parawire, this is going to remove the enameling, but it gets it just so. You can use a metal file as well. But there we have a little wire wrapped link. And if you make a bunch of these, then you can string them end to end. And I think that would make a fantastic bracelet. You could join them with like 2 rings. Like, if replace these 2 rubber rings with one of these, and you would just string them together. You could do Mobius flowers. You could do them with beads in the middle. So I hope that that's helpful to you, Al. I might have to make some of those for me, for my own booth. All right. But yeah, that's true, Jen. Yeah, I think we're going to reset everybody's levels next month. And then it's a race to level 10. And whoever gets to level 10 first wins. We don't know what yet, but you win. Hey, baby. So just coming around, using a little bit more of this white paint. I think the next one I'm going to do, the next 3 actually, I'm going to try with great big dots. Just because that's not typically what I feel drawn to. doesn't mean that other folks aren't going to just love it. And who knows, it might be my new favorite. And so I don't know if I prefer the paintbrush or the silicone cone tip or the ball stylus. But I really love being able to just pick and choose and experiment with different things anyhow. So keeps it spicy. Now, of course, using a reference image can be super useful and helpful as well. Time flies when you're having fun. It really does. Oh, that'd be really cool, Al. Elf ears and circlets. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm going to have any elf ears made for Anime St. Louis again at this current rate. Well, it's the mushrooms that I'm working on were designed from last week's production list. Mm-hmm. I didn't even make myself a new production list for this week. I'm just finishing my production list from last week. I mean, but I got 53 rings made.
Yeah.
Hmm? Yeah, we hit our numbers, so I'm not sweating it. I'm just like, ooh. Basic to advanced, right on. The most important part is to just get started. Probably the most basic that I can think for ear elf ears is to use like a charm that's roughly a triangle shape, and then you just kind of whip stitch that up into the corner of the elf ear, because that same basic shape yeah, if that makes sense. I love chapstick. All right, we're making big dots. So I'm going to use our big ball stylus. Boop, boop, boop. Oh. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, now that one's not very round at all. Maybe if we go like, nope. Maybe we can reapply it. Boom. There we go. Moto. All right. Some of them are kind of squelchy and weird. That's okay. And before I overwork it, I'm just going to hang it up, because it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be my favorite. I just have to not goober it up entirely. Because the nice thing about these mushrooms is I haven't really picked which way is going to be the front yet. So if there's one side that's prettier than the other, then I just make the bail to where it looks like that's the front. I know. No, these ones aren't as round, but that's okay. Because so long as I'm consistently inconsistent, it looks on purpose. There we go. No, thank you, baby. Do you want me to wear it? Well, toss it to me. You're making so many. I'm running out of wrist space.
You caught both of them?
I caught both of them. Look at me go. Well, practice makes progress in all things. You know, if you wove these as a sheet, that'd be a really cool. I'm just saying, it looks neat. For like. What? Dude. Oh, another show that the second season just came on as Night Agent. It's on Netflix. Ooh. Binge watched. Oh, and they've got a season 2. Okay. Last one on this one. Okay. Hopefully these will be the best dots I've done all day. Oh my god. It's terrible. Okay. They don't have to be round. In fact, if none of them are round, it looks on purpose. Why are you like this? Joker. Okay. Oh, that was terrible. That one didn't work out at all. Oh. I'm going to do some tiny dots in between on this one just because I feel compelled. There we go. All right, set it down before I mess it up. There we go. Do you want the rest of these cherries, honey? I can't throw them.
Huh?
I can't throw them. Mm-hmm. You get to eat them. Mmm. White glitter, right on. I don't think I have any glitter. Glitter is a nemesis of mine. May I have another tissue, baby? Thank you. All right, let's have a little bit more coffee. At least get it poured so it can start cooling. There we go. And we have this ready. And now the purple base. So for these ones, got some water in my dish. Let's see. Do we have a purple paint? Oh, we do. This is, ooh, it's a red violet. That'll be really nice, I think. Just like snowflakes. All right, so we're gonna shake it up. Oh, that's nice. Little glob, bloop. And we can always get more paint out. But I don't have to put a ton on there. Because we're only doing 5. This is way more than what I need anyhow. So that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of the pigment suspended into our water. And then get that spread around on the cap. Oh my goodness. I guess I should have cleaned my brush first. Okay. There we go. And now I'm just going to start. Oh, I love that purple. What up, babe? You like it? Oh, thank you. I like it too. Oh, I love that so much. I think this one, oh, I don't know. I never know. I never know what the right thing to do is. So I just keep trying on different ideas until something's like, oh my God, yes, I have to do that. But I don't know if I want to leave the base without color. I'll do that at least on this one. That way it just makes the purple that's there. Maybe. Ooh, do we have space? Yes, I can fit these ones next to the other ones. Fortunately, these guys have like smaller caps, so I can fit them next to our red mushrooms without things being too overcrowded. So just getting a little bit of that on there. Nice and watery, so hopefully things will flow nice. Yay, purple, right? Yeah, I love bringing that color just to the edge of glory. Hey Randy, may I ask a huge favor of you? Could you put my chickens to bed? Am I asking too much? Well, thank you. There we go. We're getting that blended in. Let's do another little bit of purple. Tis time, tis time. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. There we go. Give me just a sec. Okay. There we go. Got that pulled back up. It was fun rousing you this morning. A lot to learn for a guy turning 58 tomorrow. Oh, well, happy early birthday, Al. Oh, this is the one that I want to do in pink and purple, I think. So I'm getting it good and wet. What's up, babe? I don't know. No, probably not. Because I'm doing the purple right now, so the holes are going to be purple. Would be hit the high points. I was going to do the high points. Though I don't know. We'll see. A lot of it depends on how this purple sticks. You know? Do you think it'd look better with the pink? Yeah. Mm. I think I'm going to do the pink as the gradient. I think that looks pretty cool. I am officially turning into a pumpkin. I'm hungry and tired. Yeah, me too, Michelle. I like being able to go through. Right on. Well, bye, Jen. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Oh, there we go. Gonna do, and again, that same kind of layering where we put the purple down, the purpley water, and then we come through and just applying the paint to the edge of the mushroom. Slap, 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 getting it blended in. Oh, Well, you know, we'll just paint the whole one on this one and it might have a nice gradient as well. And so now, yeah, I'm going to do this one as like a much thicker purple. Just coming on around. Very good. Oh, I love that. Okay, so I'm using just a little bit of our rinse water to just kind of scrape the paint down away from the tippy top of the mushroom. And now, having the brush angled like this, I'm just tapping in some of the spots. It gives us a really interesting texture. Mm-hmm. Love it. Very good. So then we hook that on there. And now the last one. I'm really digging these. Okay, coming around town. And this one, I'm getting quite a bit of paint on the frilling as well, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm pretty okay with that. I don't know, maybe we'll do this one as like a solid purple. Ah, and then we could do the little pink gradient on this one as well. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Let's see how it looks whenever we go like this. Yeah. Ooh, I just love the little fading away so that at the tip of the mushroom it still glows vibrantly. Right on. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more water on there and kind of blend this around. There we go. Very nice. There's that. Y'all, I am falling out. I'm going to be ending the stream early. I'm going to go lay down. I'm feeling a migraine coming up on me. Probably too much coffee, not enough water, sort of thing. But thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out today. If you have any questions or anything. Oh, another one?
Oh, I was gonna get it.
It's all right. Randy got a ton of bracelets made today. He got 5. Well, that's 5 more than what we had. So Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I will see y'all in hopefully our Friday night dance party, Friday night Zoomies, whatever we call it. Whatever it's called, we'll be there. Yeah. Well, thank you guys. No, I'm good. I'm just like, my battery's on 0. I'm gonna go lay on the couch and pet a cat and not look at mushrooms for a little bit. So I will see y'all. Yep. Dehydration is common in winter, yeah. But y'all have a fantastic rest of your evening, and until next time, happy crafting. Mwah. Bye.